That's the best you've got?
You can make no sense of the symbol. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
You're a disgusting little shit. You know that, Mizora.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Not going to happen, but I do like your spunk. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
No more tadpoles in here. Wonder what happened to them.
Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet illithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Gate machinery. Cold as the sea of night, alien as time to the astral plane. Avert your eyes, close your mind.
It's hot in here. Want another? Close ranks.
This is your end. Can't afford to let up.
Your command? A wise move.
Enough! My mind is my own! Eliminate.
Onward.
No choice but to keep going.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Tactical?
Can't even catch my breath. Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than the others. The ambush. Tell me they survived. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie. The others, the ambush. Tell me, you've heard. We were ambushed. I would be a paladin again, with a god's... And all the while, the cult tortured them. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I won't make excuses. I can't. Ketherick is below. He thinks you... If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. Go, my friend. Hells. Finish what you came here to.
Every soul made true.
My faith will guide me.
Assume nothing.
By my oath.
Down.
Let's move.
Some who worked here were not thralls or undead. They were loyal to Ketherick and his grim cause.
No time to dally.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart. Prepare the march. My chosen gathering below.
Death. Embrace death. Become death. Gather yourselves.
You've been caught mid-robbery.
May death claim you.
The end is coming.
Feel glorious.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first... acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly? Right. Jess, he heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. A little over my head, being honest. But the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up. Truly? Every day he comes. Every day I want to tell, but I am confused. Which we are his pets, Lord Gortash. She whispers, praise the Absolute. I heard he's given me true soul. Separate cell. My head! I can feel them in my head! The first, yes. He says I am the last. That the other side... is it? Which day? Separate. My head! I can feel them in my head! The first, yeah. He says I am the last. I heard he's given me true soul. She will praise the Absolute. We are his Lord, Gortash.
Well, good feelings never last, I suppose.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. I have no need for a throw. Go on, make yourself useful some.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You are on sanctified ground. It is not my blessing. His shadow falls across you. Go forth and reap.
Bursts in. It is incomplete. Console glows as you approach. The mind.
The moment comes. The Absolute moves.
The console glows as you approach. It is incomplete.
Master, welcome. Welcome back, Master.
Time to see what's back there.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city, every soul made true.
Fine bones, sharp jaw, pretty enough for a flesh prison. If not, I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the gate. I never broke, but use your tadpole. It raised me.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't...
All right, They promised me immortality, and they gave...
As her agitation, you realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It fades beneath your...
It is only knowledge yet, without and I...
Of many hearts, one soul. absolute moves.
There's no time to waste.
Indolence breeds madness.
Not design, but death. Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design.
Action, not reaction.
I hope this is important. For your sake.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
La, da, da, da.
Descend. Prepare. Liberate.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Prepare.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Descend. Assemble.
Vista ex volato.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Descend. Prepare. Obey.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around more than usual?
Mine too. It's excited by something down here.
No longer a background murmur, the presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker. Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thor!
Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Hell preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Impossible. You are bound to it, and in death it will bind you to me. That is the power my Lord Merkel has granted me. Command over the immeasurable legions of the dead. But he did not only give me power, he gave me the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Knight comes in that cage, Catherine will keep getting back up.
Unleash me.
I am fury. I am death.
Where do I go from here? Nothing will stand in my way. Well, so much for peace. Can't slow down.
death. Taking position. My turn. Jimmy on the go.
I thirst for combat. Right away.
I won't give in. Still breathing, despite everything.
I will ascend. Make way.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I smell blood. Heading out.
hard comes easy these days.
Talk to me. Have to keep going.
On your command.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Shit.
Push my luck again.
Victory awaits. On the move. Taste my fury. I got this.
More scared.
Ready for battle.
One life to my life. Just save me. Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed! You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must.
Then we fly this foul place.
What to do?
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones, and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
comes, I'm ready.
All right, what now? For me.
wind back in my sails.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bainite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. You make it sound so simple. She is the chosen of Baal, Lord of Murder, and one of the cult's founders. Indeed, she is the one who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. She is fierce, vicious, and cruel. In those respects, we are alike. But she is dangerously unpredictable. If there is a way to turn this design towards slaughter, rather than control, she will take it. She is the one who brought me to Moonrise, and into the presence of her so-called god. The Absolute. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no god. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. Let them think that. There is a short path from savior to ruler. A short and bloody path. I know it well. and we will walk it together. But Baldur's Gate is a mere bauble. We have the chance to seize something much greater. Surely you see it. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other Chosen and claim their Netherstones, we can take control. I would have thought this entire conspiracy of gods and monsters to be impossible if I had not seen it for myself. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. Patience. If we do not prepare, Baldur's Gate will be our tomb. But if we are wise, it will be our dominion. First, we take the Netherstones, then the brain, then the what, and then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you, while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why? So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketheric had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live, and I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away? A wise ploy, and it was successful to an extent. We did not find a cure, but we found our purpose. I am satisfied. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
A curse.
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
Bedrolls if we're feeling luxurious.
Fate spins along as it should. Hast thou need of my services?
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw you.
Your mind wants you dead. How'd you survive it? When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, you saved Daniel. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. Of course, but I've seen the respect. I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. For the... Thank you. But look at me. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least. You too, my friend.
What was it like in there?
Do you mean to judge?
Just tell me what you need. Lady, light away.
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone lead?
The light has shown the way. You helped me escape, and I'm not a man. Indeed. I underestimated you. I am Wolbrin Bongle, leader of the Iron Hand Gnomes. No doubt you've heard of it. We are inventors of the highest order, matched perhaps, but never surpassed. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were back the very one. It's the only mistake. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our... I filled appeals, pleaded with the High Artificer himself. They've refused us time and again. Now, however, I will make them listen. Plenty. It's all coming together. What was it like in there?
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone
Curse.
lead?
The way is clear. The light has shown the way. More terrible than you can imagine.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
The Absolute has delayed my plans, but only that. Nothing changes.
Maybe we can pawn off some of the stuff we find here. We could use the coin.
Where did I leave that?
Thanks for
damn
watching
hammer?
out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
Says it is. You're one of us.
Floor down.
No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
It's like your mind wants you dead.
Such high hopes for you, Hellrider.
Thaniel. I had to look after him. Without him, it wouldn't have lasted long. You'd make a fine.
You need to eat before we head off.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose together.
The Absolute has delayed my plans, but only that. Nothing changes.
You need to eat before we head off, all right?
Yes.
Do you have anything to eat?
No. It's finally time for the Iron Hand gnomes to come home.
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone read?
The way is clear. The light has shown the way.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
We will save Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Did I leave that damn hammer?
Says it is one floor down to the left.
Thanks, Nichols.
You are welcome. It's all coming together. I can hardly believe it.
You need to eat before we head off, all right?
Yes.
Do you have
There can be no respite.
The Absolute has delayed my plans, but only that. Nothing changes.
Let's get on with it.
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone read?
The way is clear. The light has shown the way.
Good. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
It's finally time for the Iron Hand gnomes to come home.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Gone. Hell yes.
The Absolute's armies are on the march. And Baldur's Gate is their target.
Gods be damned. Should Baldur's Gate... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh? Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. I want to live too, but not under any circumstances. I have the power to choose now, and I'm going to make that choice. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love and for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this, at least for a little.
I, for one, will miss the Shadow Curse. For all the pain it caused us, it did at least
A mistake. I am your most when you realize...
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The shut not as nature moves at its own pace.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
tried to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, Lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute.
The Elder Brain. But Netherese magic. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was just... Likely not. If I've done damage, it's clear Crown and Brain are intrinsically connected. We need to learn more about... As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. The only kind I have. Their collection of red. You'll have to forgive my
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Thank the gods. And I do, every day.
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. Deception is the sum of Shah's designs.